Morning, everyone. It's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with a little health and wellness tip today. Again, straight out of our backwards book, Keep Moving, Take Steps to Relieve Pain, Improve Your Life. And in part of this book, we talk about posture. And here is my actual posture if I don't stand up tall, right? So this is me working on my posture. And these are taken from images of me standing without worrying about my posture, right? So if you think I have good posture, it's because I put in constant effort. If I don't think about it, this is what happens. But I'm not alone. And we all tend to kind of make some similar mistakes when we think about what good posture is, because good posture is a little more subtle than we think. So as you saw in that image, my posture, if I were not to think about it, is basically this. And it's a pretty common posture. And if you sit at a desk all day or you're at a computer, you wind up kind of caved in here. And very often, what we do to counteract that is the total opposite. We've been told for years, shoulders back, lift your chest. And we almost become militant. Now, part of that's not our fault. It's what we've been told. And because of tightnesses and restrictions here, in some ways, it's almost easier to just pull back and do the opposite. And where we tight, where we're tight pops forward, and where we're a little weaker changes. So we just kind of change one issue for another. Good posture is a little more subtle to find. And those subtleties, that moderation in life, is always a little more challenging, but it can be nice to know, right? If you stand like this and you go like, gosh, I couldn't stay here forever, you don't have to be there. In ideal posture, instead of pulling the shoulders back and popping the chest, we want to think of like lengthening tall out the crown of the head, holding ourselves not forward, not in this back slump, but just with space between each vertebrae and tall. So if you want to play with your posture sometimes, first think about where the weight in your feet is. Do you tend to have the weight in your toes? Do you tend to sit back in your heels? And can you even that out? And then where are your major landmarks? In an ideal world, which we don't have to exist in all the time, our hips should be beneath our ribs. And our head should be above our ribs. So those three big bony structures should ideally sit on top of each other. When I have my bad posture, what you'll notice is my ribs are way back behind my hips and my head is forward. So none of these bones are in alignment and I'm putting strain somewhere. When I counteract that with that almost militant posture, my ribs go forward and my butt is back behind my ribs, not in a line. So look in a mirror, try to feel it without a mirror, but think about where's the weight in my feet and where are my hips, ribs, and head in line with each other. And play with that for a little bit and see how it feels. Even that subtle change might feel like, wow, this is a lot of work to hold this, right? And that's okay. And again, we don't have to have perfect posture all the time. It's okay to take different positions. But if you want to take strain off your muscles and joints and ligaments, it's good to kind of find your ideal neutral. Also, it's good to know that you don't want to swing yourself out of one bad posture into another bad posture, but sort of play with that subtle balance in between. Hope this made sense. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments and let me know how playing with your posture goes. As always, keep moving.